Hello everyone! In this video, I will teach you step by step how to master Xiao Qiao from 3 aspects: skill mechanics, equipment recommendations, and practical combat strategies. If you watch this carefully, I believe you will easily climb to the master. Okay, this is GryF. Without further ado, let's dive right in. First up is the skill breakdown, starting with Xiao Qiao's passive. Her passive grants her a 2-second movement speed boost whenever her skills hit an enemy unit. You can tell if the boost is active by the trailing effect behind her character model, or by checking the status icon in the bottom left corner. We can use her skills to check bushes. If there's an enemy hiding inside, the speed boost icon in the bottom left will light up, keeping you extremely safe. Skill 1. Xiao Qiao throws a fan in a designated direction. Note that each time the fan hits a unit, its damage decays by 20%, up to a maximum decay of 50%. This means the very first target hit takes the highest damage, with subsequent targets taking less. Additionally, Skill 1 can be combined with Flash, known as One Flash, to change the fan's flight trajectory. A hidden detail frequently used by pros is executing a reverse One Flash cast. This technique has a higher success rate and is much more likely to catch enemies off guard. Skill 2. Simple and direct, it deals magical damage to enemies within a designated area and applies a 1.5-second knock-up control effect. Ultimate. Summons meteors to damage enemies within range, granting an immediate speed boost upon activation. It is important to note that the ultimate can hit the same target a maximum of 4 times. Furthermore, only the first strike deals full damage, while subsequent hits are reduced to 50% of the initial damage. Now that we've covered the basic skills, let's talk about combos. Basic core combo, 1 to 2. Many players like to use Skill 2 followed by Skill 1, but here is a crucial detail most overlook. Skill 2 has a casting animation lock, meaning you cannot immediately cast Skill 1 afterward. Conversely, Skill 1's post-cast animation can be instantly cancelled by Skill 2. Therefore, the most fluid basic combo should be Skill 1 into Skill 2. This sequence executes faster, concentrates your damage, and makes securing jungle monsters or clearing waves much easier. Burst Ambush Combo, 3-1-2. If you are ambushing from a bush for a burst kill, we directly use the 3-1-2 combo. This is the fastest way to unleash maximum damage, and if your range is short, you can even pair it with Flash. Regarding equipment builds, I recommend 3 setups for you. You can flexibly switch between them based on the actual combat team compositions. Standard output, suitable for the vast majority of matches. Anti-assassin, used when facing multiple enemy assassins or immense survival pressure to increase your margin of error. Max penetration, designed as a pure burst output build for when the enemy has many tanks and we face no survival threats. Before entering the practical combat section, you must remember one core detail: last hitting. Securing the final hit grants extra gold, which is the foundation of suppressing our opponents economically and one-shotting enemies in the late game. So, do not spam your skills blindly when you reach your lane. Combining this with the aforementioned damage decay mechanic of Skill 1, when clearing waves, we need to angle Skill 1 to hit the backline minions first. Then, use precision basic attacks on the minion with the highest HP, and perfectly finish off the wave with a second Skill 1. After clearing the wave, you can easily steal the enemy's small boars, or harass the enemy mid laner with your skills. After clearing the first wave, recognize that Xiao Qiao's early burst and ganking capabilities are actually quite weak, plus she is a highly gold-dependent hero. Thus, we can choose to apply pressure in lane, poke down the enemy's health, or keep a close eye on the minimap and support teammates via pings. Of course, when the enemy mid laner goes to roam, we shouldn't sit idle. We can help our jungler hit some camps, or take small jungle monsters the jungler doesn't need to accelerate our own farming. Another crucial point in matches is the hit rate of our skill 2. Many players constantly miss their skill 2 in real combat. Let me teach you a trick. Place skill 2 directly under the feet of the target the enemy wants to attack. For example, a low HP cannon minion, a jungle monster, an allied teammate on low health, or even your own feet. When the enemy shows aggressive intent and walks over, your skill 2 hit rate will increase exponentially. The final practical trick is utilizing the fog of war. We can frequently use our own minions to block the enemy's vision. Just like in this wave, we see the enemy wanting to step out and clear the wave, but from their perspective, we are invisible. Yet we can see them through our allied minions. The enemy is in the light while we are in the dark. Utilizing this mechanic to initiate can lead to surprising kill effects. That is all for this episode of the Xiao Qiao Teaching Guide. If this video helped you, or if you think my hardcore tips are solid, your likes and follows are my greatest encouragement. If there are other heroes you want to see, or any advanced Honor of Kings content you want to learn about, feel free to leave a comment below and let me know. This is GryF, and I'll see you in the next video.